Hello, friends. Welcome to your daily check in with Debbie. Today I'm going to do a little something different. I hope I can keep the camera still. I am going to talk about my journey with chronic illness. It's a very long journey, and so I'm going to try to condense it. There's a lot of things in between that I'll try to explain. Then I will pin this post. So if you ever have any questions as to what illnesses I have had, how long have I had them, you can just go back to that post and you can listen to it or watch it. So I started getting sick when I was about 10 months old. My parents told me that I was starting to walk a little bit and I would hang on to like the couch or the table. And one day I just passed out. It was found that I was having seizures. So we did a bunch of tests, and it was determined at that time that I had epilepsy. Now, I was medicated for many years, and I started to do better with the medication. And as I reached puberty, the doctor believed that I had grown out of it. Now, this is back in the 70s, so technology wasn't what it is today. I stopped having those seizures. I was weaned off the medication, but there was always something, and I think back now as an adult, there was always something that was just different. And I think only somebody that has a chronic illness can understand what that different means. I was, I never could keep up with the other kids. They always ran faster, they always walked faster. I always needed more sleep than any child that I knew. I took full naps when I was little, and even in the summertime, I would take a nap, and I still went to bed early, and it just never seemed like I had enough rest. I was tired a lot. And I used to wake up in the middle of the night with really terrible pains in my shins, on my leg. And I'd wake my mom up. And at the time, she thought, well, she called them growing pains, which is something that she had heard. And I think she said that when she was a little girl, she would hurt at times where she thought she was growing, during like pre-puberty and puberty. And so we kind of just disregard it. She would like rub like some type of cream on my leg and, give me a lot of TLC. I never had any other pain besides that. Then life carried on and I grew up. And around 1989, I started feeling tired all the time and sick, where I just couldn't even get out of bed. I went to the doctor and they didn't really know what it was. Within like 2 days, 3 days, I just couldn't even walk because my energy and my body, I just couldn't hold myself up. So I began a several year journey of going to different doctors and different diagnoses, different tests, and now lupus and most of the mixed connective tissue diseases are very hard to diagnose. But back then, they were really hard to diagnose. So it took some time, and I was told I had lupus when I was 25, and I was told that I only would live about 10 years. Now, that's a lot for a 25-year-old person to take in. But I just kept, going to the doctors, trying to get like a definite answer. I went to a specialist that I really liked, and he listened, and he thought I had fibromyalgia, not lupus. So I started treatment for fibromyalgia, and it was basically an oral medication, and I started getting better. I went back to work. Life just went on. And in about 2008, I started getting those days where I just couldn't do much. I was very tired. I was taking a college anatomy course at the time, and I couldn't concentrate on reading anything. And I'd always been a good reader, and I could comprehend most anything if I read it. I was feeling so sick that I had to drop the class. Now, I'd gotten married and my insurance changed, so I went to a new doctor and I described everything that had happened to me all these years, how I would get, oh yeah, I would get like weird rashes and stuff. So he said to me, I think you have lupus. So he sent me to a rheumatologist in my hometown, and that doctor was one of the best doctors also. He took a barrage of tests. They even tested my DNA, and he told me, "No, you have lupus for sure. You have systemic lupus erythematosus, which is SLE." So this was back in around August of 2008, and I started different treatments. I have been on oral chemotherapy. I have been on several biologics. Right now, for my lupus specifically, I take Plaquenil, and that's an oral medication. Throughout the years, I have developed other mixed connective tissue diseases, and this is something that is very common when you get lupus. A lot of times, your body will develop other diseases. They're like, I always say, like cousins. I have been lucky enough that my kidneys have been pretty good. I don't have lupus nephritis. Well, I have stage 1, and they don't technically diagnose it as that. I go to the doctor for my kidneys once a year, and I'm doing really good with that. My main issues are pain and fatigue. And as of late, if you've seen my little check-ins, I've had a lot of just things going on in my life, and I've been really tired. But the last couple of days, I've rested a lot, and I'm feeling a little better. We never really get better, but to us, there's a little bit of improvement, so we say we're feeling better. So that's basically my story with lupus. Now, if you want to know the other diseases I do have fibromyalgia. I have Sjogren's syndrome. I have psoriatic arthritis, and I have asthma and diabetes, but those aren't mixed connective tissue diseases, or MCTD. I'm sorry that I'm going on with this one, but I think it's important sometimes to, if you're going to have a series like I'm trying to do with the check-ins, that people understand what you've been through. Now, I do believe that my medications have helped me to come this far. I will be 59 next month, and I am grateful for every single day I have. And the last year or so, I have improved a lot with my mobility. I'm able to go for walks. I use a cane sometimes, especially when I'm walking a longer distance. It helps me to kind of keep my balance. And this is, I've been in a wheelchair twice in my life because of lack of strength and whatever. And I've had a lot of hard days, but I've also had a lot of good ones. And I have wonderful support from my family and my friends. And that's what keeps me going. And just my drive to, I know I'm never going to get better. I don't have anything that is curable. But if I can improve the quality of my life, that's all I ask for. So I hope that you're having the best day possible. And don't forget, you are important, and you're not alone in this journey. There's millions of us. So I will be back tomorrow. It'll be a shorter little check-in. And like I said, I'm going to pin this video. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, also, thank you for all the love I've received the last couple days. And for people that are new to me, thank you for following. Share me with your friends. If you have somebody with a chronic disease that needs a little encouragement, I'm your girl. Take care. Bye-bye.